Hello,
Great start.
everybody. It's Sky. I'm the host for today's episode of the Armorcast. Thanks for listening. Today, we're joined by just two people, so a little smaller group today, but we have Devon and Change. How are you guys doing today? Have some small talk.
My real estate of how much I'm able to talk without talking over people has increased. So good.
Well, that's important in a
Yep.
podcast, I think.
Yeah. Well, pretty good. Just came back from a week-long work trip, so I am equally tired and excited to not be working.
Where was your work trip this week?
I was in the beautiful Illinois of Chicago.
Ooh, Chicago. Do anything cool?
Chicago.
Got any pizza?
I actually did not eat any pizza. This
Whoa.
work trip, for some reason, I focused on eating a shit ton of breakfast food. So I went to a bunch of diners and a bunch of like brunch places while I was working. It was a good time. I had some delicious cinnamon roll French toast. I had a lot of eggs. I got a lot of pancakes from a lot of different places. Had some sausage and gravy biscuits. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
They were pretty good. But I had a pretty good time. I like fruit on my pancakes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a good strawberries and bananas go on the pancakes. That's good stuff for me.
I don't like whenever it's on the pancake because I feel that the syrup makes the fruit taste weird. And I don't know, it's weird for me. But in the pancake is good.
Yeah, I usually take my fruit and eat it to the side as a way to after I'm eating a lot of the syrup and all that. It's like, oh, it's just so sticky. It's like so much, and then you have the fruit as a whole cleanser.
If you have the fruit on there and what other crap they put on it, whipped cream and stuff, you probably don't need the syrup. That would be kind of the other thing.
That feels wrong to me. You can't not have maple syrup on something.
On a pancake? Pancakes need the maple syrup.
Yeah.
Well, they have the sweetness from the fruit and the fruit juice.
No, it's a different kind of sweet. It's a whole level of different sweetness, man.
No, I will say that when I was in Mass, I went to this little Indian diner place. Nice people. That had honey. It was like honey apple French toast, and whenever I got it, he was like, "Try it without the syrup first. You don't need it." And I was like, "Okay," and I did, and it was delicious. And the honey that had like crusted with like the apple on the French toast, so fucking good. Did not need syrup. Just ate it.
That does sound good. I love an apple. I like apples. They're good.
So good.
That does sound good. Change. What did you do? What is your life been up to? What have you done this week? What do you mean? What? Didn't know that was such a hard question to ask.
I've been getting ready to climb a tree, I guess, is probably the most weird and interesting thing.
What?
Next week at Sunday, there's a tree. Like, I live in a valley, so I live on the top of the other valley, and the other side of the valley, there's this tree that's taller than the other ones. I want to climb it. I decided that like 2 months ago, and that's what I've been working towards.
How tall is this tree?
I don't know.
He's Jack the Beanstalk. Got it? Okay.
Yep.
I've got to escape this valley. I've got to escape it.
Wait, how high are you planning to go up the tree? Like, really high?
I think like 30 feet is probably my cutoff point.
30 feet?
It kind of pokes up between all the other trees, so I really want to get a picture up there. But we're really going to see how stable it is. I mean, I'm a light guy, so I'll be.
That's adventurous, dude.
Thank you.
No harness, nothing.
A pillow or something.
It's gonna break off at the halfway point.
Yeah, I'll die. Yeah, that's why I've been training.
Fall damage indicates that a human could survive 30 feet. A commoner could not, but a level 1 change probably could take 30.
Just gonna take some damage. You're gonna maybe break a leg or two.
I'll let my family know.
My legs.
And then if you're it's in a valley, so if you break your legs, you're all alone. I hope your phone is near you, or you can.
Maybe I'll knock on the door of the nearest farmer and just.
I landed on my phone and it impaled into my side.
Oh shit, my phone! You're right. I don't want to drop that. That's good. I gotta.
No.
You should leave the phone on the ground. Just
leave the phone on the. Well, he wants to take a picture.
I'm gonna make myself one of those like Wii remote straps for my phone.
They
Well,
have
I
those
can do that.
already that you can get that attach to
that
your
won't
case.
help
That's
if you
money.
fall from the tree. Your phone's going with you then.
Yeah, but it'll be easy to. I'll just have to move my potentially not broken hand.
Well, if the phone breaks from 30 feet fall, I don't know. I used to watch these
Well-
videos where they're like dropping an iPhone 7 from a 100-foot building.
Oh,
Sometimes
he's
they
not
survive.
100 feet up.
I think if I got a flip case.
Well,
it'll
yeah,
be
but I'm
fine.
meaning if they survive 100 feet, they're going to survive 30.
I mean, jokes aside, I'm gonna go up as much as it feels safe, and if I don't get to the top because that's dangerous, oh well. It's just the
Yeah.
act of trying that I really care to do.
That's a reasonable answer. That's
fair. You know, I always wanted to like go rock climbing. You know, it's not the same as climbing a tree, but it is equally
God, no.
dangerous if you
What are you
don't have
talking
a like go out and climb a rock, you know?
Oh, like real rocks and cliff faces.
Like
not
real
the-
rocks. Yes.
Yeah, that you're gonna need tools to do that. I'd say.
And it's not my first. Like I have gone. Well, one story, not really a story, but one time I went caving. You know, like what they do in those creepy videos where people die.
Foolish.
Yeah. Well, this is a cave that is like very frequently explored. There were other people there. There's like graffiti, like as you're walking through, there's like graffiti telling you like where to go. But we did get to a point where we had to like army crawl on our chests in this really narrow like thing. And there
Mhm.
wasn't very much graffiti in that area. And we went anyway.
I imagine it might be a little difficult
Yeah.
to graffiti.
I was
it.
like
You
17.
might be fuming yourself in the face with, paint fumes, so
Yeah, it was pretty dangerous.
it probably helps that you're so small,
Hey, wait,
Yeah, but I was with two
forget.
dudes that were pretty big. I don't know how they did it.
just get next to them, let them breathe in the poison stuff, and you'll take like the remainder good air. they'll be your gas masks.
Pretty much. But that caving adventure, it was pretty fun. I've also gone hiking and I've like climbed some rocks in that adventure without any gear. You know, pretty dangerous stuff. And I didn't really think about my safety. But now I'm a mom, so I feel like I got to think about that more. You know, can't die on my kid. That'd be pretty messed up.
Well, you got to figure out how you're going to squeeze your baby through the devil's anus or whatever.
I'm bringing my child.
Yeah, you're like
Haven is the
luckily
one
this
activity.
baby's so small, he'll get through this cave no problem.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think cave is the one activity you can't go in with because you can't carry them because.
But she'll be so good at it because she can
be so good at it. She doesn't have. She can crawl. Wait,
go tell the others that mommy's stuck. Tell the others mommy's stuck.
Go get a rescue squad, please.
I can't feel my arm. What do you mean you can't speak yet? What? Come on.
Well, it was mama. That's like half of the sentence.
Mama,
Jesus.
my mother is stuck in the cave. Mother, I have news. She goes like the Disney World baby. Who wants to go to Disney World? I do. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I pontificate on visiting Mickey.
Oh shit. That's funny.
You're the Chad baby. He's
the
got
Chad
it.
baby. Yeah, that baby like for real sounded like he was older than he should be. All right. Well, are y'all ready to begin our game of today?
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, so I'm curious.
All right. So, the game is pretty simple. We are going to have 4 different categories of topics of which I would like each of you to debate why your thing is the best. Pretty easy. We'll start off with not hard to debate, pretty easy to talk about why it's good, and slowly progress into things that'll become more difficult for you to say why it's the best thing in the world, basically. Cool. And you need to do your best to convince me that your thing is the best out of all of them. I'm going to award points based off of who does the best, I feel, debating and convinces me that their thing is the best. And also, if you're just funny, I'll probably also give you points for that because I like funniness. Any questions? Devin, you seemed like you had some.
How controversial are these topics?
They're not. They're not
we don't
super
have a camera filter here.
It isn't controversial topics. It just progressively
it's not like World War
gets
II
into
or
things.
Something.
No, it just gets into things that are universally seen as bad or boring, and you have to explain. But the final topic is maybe a little controversial, but not really.
Just
Don't
so
worry.
and
safe for
like
work.
are we picking arguments where it's like, yeah, we're not responsible. We just happen to choose this side. It's not that we actually believe it, but we just have to like
I
stretch our
have a
diplomatic.
wheel. I have the topics, wheels of each topic, and categories on those wheels. I will spin for you and give you whatever it lands on. You need to pretend that you think this thing is the most amazing thing in the world and convince me that it is also the most amazing out of the categories, like out of the different
That
things.
sounds easy. This sounds like a challenge made for me. I got this in the
I know. I'm
Perhaps.
debating Devin. This is gonna go
a little bit of
great.
a little bit of gaslighting to myself, and I'll be invincible.
Yes. So
I'll just convince
what we
myself.
say
You-
here may not
it's
be
the
our
best
actual
thing.
opinions.
second
Thoughts on the
part of the
subject.
rules, you'll have 2 minutes. You'll each have 2 minutes to convince me why your thing is the best. And you can also kind of shit on other things in this category, maybe even shit on the other person's thing. Then, after both of you have your 2 minutes, you will have 1 minute rebuttal to kind of say maybe what you wish you could have said while the other guy was talking and kind of combat what he said. All right?
All right,
Or
all
do
right.
you understand?
All right. A digital handshake change. Let's have a good game out there.
Yeah, this shall be a learned experience.
All right. So the first category, pretty easy, fast food restaurants. Who wants me to spin the wheel first for them? Who wants to get their first fast food place that you got to convince to me that it's the best fast food place you could go to? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All righty. Change. Your fast food restaurant for today is Oh, Devin, you're going to be upset.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A.
I don't go there. Is that a very? I don't even know if that's. I think that exists in Canada. Hold on.
Sorry. Look, Change. I tried to make it
Definitely.
less American, but it's hard. I'm American after
Everybody-
all.
Everybody
they
knows
exist
Lord doesn't live
in
in Canada.
Toronto.
Lord isn't here in the US
Cool.
of A.
Hold
The
on,
most Christian nation, obviously.
chicken
Obviously.
place.
Yeah, feel free to look up some information about Chick-fil-A to prepare your argument while I pick
Yep.
Devin's thing. All right, Devin, your fast food location
Just
is...
don't give me McDonald's.
I would trade you McDonald's in a heartbeat. I know that.
Ooh, okay. Panda Express.
I have never been to Panda Express.
I
I
know.
almost went
You're
there
at the
the other
same-
day.
You guys are at the same level playing field then. You
Awesome.
both
Well, that sounds very fair. Yep, sounds very fair to me.
feel free again to do some research if you need to, Devin, about Panda
Definitely not.
Express.
Nope.
All right. I'm going to flip a coin. Heads is Devin, tails is Change, and that will determine who goes first. Or you get to choose if you want to go first or second if you win. Okay?
Okay.
So, let's see. It landed on Devin. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first. I'll give Change some time to research about the Lord and how great Chick-fil-A is while I make up shit about Panda Express.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, my name is Devin, and I'm here representing my client, Panda Express. I know what you're thinking. What does a Panda and Express have to do with fast food? Well, we're something a little different than everybody else. I'm sure those other places that you go to serve burgers, chicken sandwiches, fries, slop that you don't want in your body. What you want is some good Asian fast cuisine. Right? You want an experience. And Panda Express delivers that experience. They offer a wide variety of auntie-made Asian cuisines at affordable prices and quickly, You want some orange chicken. You want some rice. You want some fortune cookies. I'm sure that we have all of those things probably. General Tso's, however you pronounce it. We offer things that the other places don't offer. And also, everybody likes Asian food. It's delicious. It's safe. It's a safe bet. And if you eat a burger and fries, you're gonna feel gross after. You're gonna feel bloated. You're gonna feel greasy and blah. But at Panda Express, a nice simple rice dish will have you feeling refreshed and healthy and good about yourself. There'll be some vegetables in there, some broccoli, some zucchini. Some little baby corns. You're gonna feel great and healthy, and you're gonna be happy with yourself for spending your money at Panda Express rather than one of these other slop fast food places. And what if you're not religious? My opponent here is probably gonna talk about Lord. Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about religion in Panda Express. It's against our terms of service. So, you know,
Oh God.
Alrighty. Well, that is the time. Pretty good.
perfect.
Almost exactly 2 minutes there. Very great job.
Do I
All right.
rebuttal?
No, you would do your rebuttals afterwards. So,
This
Change,
is your
Okay.
first
because
pitch.
you're going
First
second,
pitch.
you get to kind of shit on his argument if you want to a little bit with yours.
Yeah,
All right.
totally, 100%.
Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Go.
All right. Well, folks, I think I'll start off with some 7 fun facts about the chicken sandwich. It's handcrafted. Not only is it made from 100% all natural beef or no additives, it is hand breaded and scratched daily inside the kitchen at all the restaurants. It took 4 years for them to get right. That's fact number 2 there, folks. Fact number 3, it all hinges on the pickle. Cucumber slices are soaked for about 3 days before they let them ripen to get that perfect pickle in. It's capital A for a reason. Number 4, for it is grade A chicken. Only the best for Chick-fil-A. 5, it is pressure cooked in peanut oil. Pressure cooked in 100% percent refined peanut oil that is all trans fat free. So none of your fatty little foods there. Just the good ones. Nothing artificial. Ooh. And a little bit of mystery, a little bit of suspense. There's a top secret. A top secret for the recipe. There's a recipe. It's hidden in a safe. I won't give away the location, even though they do. If you go to their website now, you can figure out where the top secret location is. For now, all you need to know is a super cool heist waiting for you there, if you ever want to. And number 7, they didn't just make the wheel; they kept on making it refiner. They have not stopped or rested until they make the perfect sandwich. Other than that, I'm on their website here, and they got a lot of lovely little things. They donate to food drives and help a lot against world hunger. Of course, I should have to go with saying here that we're ordering chicken rather than beef, so there's a dime a dozen fast food places out there. But how many times are you going to get a burger or a pizza? Those are tired options. Sometimes you need a bit of variety. Sometimes you need some freshness, some good quality products.
All right.
And that's
Time.
what offers.
All right. Interesting argument. Very interesting. All right. Devin, are you ready for your rebuttal?
Interesting.
Okay. You have 1 minute on the clock. Starting now.
My opponent doesn't even understand the nuance of the fast food world. He thinks that Chick-fil-A is the only place to get a chicken sandwich. Incorrect. You've got Popeyes, Bojangles, Hardee's, even McDonald's. Anyone can get a chicken sandwich, and they can't even do a chicken sandwich well. You hear how long they've had to work on it, and they're still working on it, which means it's not the perfect chicken sandwich. So why would you want to go to some half-baked chicken sandwich place that tries to cover up its, insecurities with donations? What do you need to donate to places for unless you're, scared someone's going to find out about your dark secrets? Here we offer authentic Asian cuisine. It's definitely an original thing that you're not going to get at any old fast food place. The speed that we deliver it at, the aunties that we have in the kitchen, they're just whipping it up back there. And,
All right,
there's
time.
no. Perfect. I end on that. Perfect.
Thank you. All right, Change. What do you have to say about what he just, his whole argument he just gave to you? All right.
I do not need to acknowledge the arguments he levies against me.
Whoa. Slow down.
The timer started. You're fine.
Oh.
He's burned my time. All I have to say is that our good opposition and our rival has previously acclaimed how this chicken is akin to the Lord, how this chicken is lovely. And I think there's no greater argument than the words he said himself.
That's the end of your argument?
Yeah. Oh, also, you can take a quiz to figure out what milkshake you is. And if that isn't just darling, then I don't know what is.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciated all of you guys' points that you made. Very informative. I learned a lot about Chick-fil-A. Maybe a lot about Panda Express. Don't know how accurate that was, but informative nonetheless. I'm not going to tell you who won. We're going to I'll give you that later at the end of the episode. But great
Can I say
job,
something?
both contestants. Yeah.
I just want to make a. Apparently, there are Chick-fil-A's in Canada. They're just all in fucking Toronto, except for like.
And
3.
Toronto's lame.
Oh,
Okay, well, that's
hate
fighting words, but
hate on Toronto. Whoa.
It
It's
is.
like 80% of
Toronto
Canada, how could you?
is lame. I was there, and it all looks
You
the
did
same.
explain it well enough. That's what I'm saying.
That is a fair statement. That's a fair statement. There wasn't much to explore. All the buildings look like gray slabs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't
Ah,
sound.
you
That
gotta
sounds quite
go.
dystopian.
It
The
depends where you go. If you go
outside the city though was pretty nice.
Yeah. There's some areas that are really nice, some areas that are boring.
The
This place is
nice like big valley that you have that like leads to the city, very nice, very scenic. The inside of the city, kind of blah.
Yeah. Oh, big cities.
All
though.
right.
Concrete joke.
I don't
So-
like big cities, so I'm biased.
Our next category is old people hobbies. Hobbies that typically only old people really do. Because maybe they're boring, maybe they're repetitive. I don't know. But you need to explain to me why this is the best hobby ever. Why it's the best out of all the hobbies you could ever do. Okay?
For an old person or just for everybody?
For everybody. You need to explain, like, make me convinced that it's not just for old people. Everyone should be doing this thing. It's so fun. That's what I need you to do. So, I believe Change, you got to spin the wheel first, so I'll do Devin this time. Devin, your old person hobby is.
Come on, give me something good. Come on.
Oh, pretty good. Model trains. You
Choo-choo,
need to explain to me why model trains are the best, okay?
I can't believe you didn't get that to the autistic person.
The wheel chose.
How dare you assume I'm not autistic? How dare you?
I'm more.
Whoa.
I'm more.
Oh,
How dare you?
Now
Them
we're battling
fighting
who's the most
words.
autistic. That's crazy.
We can debate that. We can debate that.
The hobby that nobody wanted, autism. Let's go.
You're true,
All
though.
right. Change. Your hobby is bird watching.
Okay.
These are both okay options.
Yeah, I was hoping
Yeah.
for whittling, but you know, I watched. I
Other
got
options?
targeted ads for bird watching lately, so maybe that means I got
You
this.
could have gotten puzzles. You could have gotten crocheting, knitting, coin collecting. Those are some other options you could have gotten.
I've
But
had so many old people talk.
You
to me
didn't
about
have
coin collecting.
bingo
I have
on the
repertoire.
list? Come on now.
I didn't put bingo because I feel like you guys you just say how you could get money from bingo, and I feel like it was not boring enough for
What about
this.
golf for darts?
For this, so
Bingo is a high intensity sport. You are
yes,
right.
indeed. I've seen some people fight over bingo.
Really gets the blood pumping in those bingos.
So, Change you. Oh well, we're gonna flip the coin, see who gets to choose if they want to go.
You should
first
say
or not.
Change can go first if he wants to. You know, I went first last time.
Well, it did land on you, Change. So you get to go first on bird watching.
As the fates decreed.
Okay.
All right. Your timer is starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Bird watching keeps the mind sharp. You get to maintain a level of knowledge and trivia, and it gets you out of the house. Not too fast. There's plenty of places where you go where there's probably benches or somewhere you can sit. Explore your neighborhood or explore outwards. You can show off to your friends or to your grandchildren about the wild and wonderful world of nature. Well, other have to overheat or overpace yourself. Other than that, like I said, you're interacting with other life forms, other creatures. There's a certain degree of philosophy or introspection one can have on a walk. At the bottom line of the day is that bird watching is a hobby that not only increases your skills, keeps you sharp, but gets you out there so that you could be encountering more scenarios or conversations with other people. If you're crocheting at home or anything like that, you're kind of just doing that on your own. You can do that casually at the house, but you're not getting any more experiences. You're not out there in the world. This keeps you out. This keeps you living. I'm going to cut it early.
All right. Ballsy to cut it early. I respect it. Okay. All right. Devin, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Go.
Let's be honest. You got a hobby not because you want to deal with other people, but because you want to relax. And staying indoors in your cozy house while in your basement that's been set up with a real to scale model train world is really what you're interested in. Some people don't have the luxury of pandering around the neighborhood with working legs or, otherwise have the energy to meet and greet other people or just sit out in the blazing sun, depending on where you live, or the freezing cold. What you really want is you want to sit inside in your comfort of your own home in your pajamas, researching the interesting history of model trains. You're learning about the world and likely the events that were connected to these trains. And that's really expanding your mental knowledge while allowing you to be comfortable and secure in your own domicile. These trains you could do so much with them. You can paint them, you could 3D print them, you could just, build them or carve them out of wood. You could get your family members to come help you. There's a lot of skills and a lot of craft skills that you're going to learn while developing your model train skills. And that's going to make you a versatile person for the couple times that you really do want to bother to talk to anybody. You'll be able to brag about how hands-on skilled you are. You're like, well, I understand the details of painting on metal, on wood. I can make a tree out of paper mache that looks realistic. These are skills that you're going to want in life. These are things that you could put on a job application. In case you needed to get a new job. These are actual real skills. Walking around, some people can do, but not everybody. But definitely not everybody can create trains from scratch.
All righty. Thank you, Devon. Pretty much 2 minutes on the dot again. You're good at keeping up with the time. All right, Change. You ready for your rebuttal?
I suppose I'll have to be.
All right, go.
All right. I will say, especially as one gets older, the luxury to be able to go outside and do things, to keep yourself sharp and active, comes through activity. If one is to sit down in retirement, or even as they are young and in their 20s, they will find a steep decline in what they're able to do. A simple task like that, not exercise, not running, just walking as his needs, keeps the mind sharp, keeps the body sharp, so that you can still do it while you're older. Other than that, one can also birdwatch at their own home, make their own backyard or front yard their own little garden, work on other skills as they find ways to coax birds into their yards. And still, if when one does not have the weather to go outside, one can read books and look on the websites and study that way on the myriads of ways birds interact with this world.
All righty. Thank you. Devon, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Go.
Unfortunately, my opponent has just regurgitated exactly what I said the skills were that you would develop from the hobby that I think is better for everybody overall, and also not ableist like my opponent appears to be. But it is true some of what he said, and the basis of a good argument is leveling with your opponent. But unfortunately, I just don't think birds are all that interesting. They kind of all just look the same. They're winged, they got legs, they got feathers. That's mostly what birds are. Yes, they could be different colors, but I can just look at those pictures of those birds. What I can't do is manhandle those birds, but I can manhandle some trains. I can move the trains around. I can really orchestrate exactly what I want the trains to do. I don't have to hope that the right bird or an interesting bird is in my neighborhood, because likely they're not. Let's be honest. But an interesting train I can bring to my own little world.
All right, that's the time. That's the time.
Boom!
my head this entire time. Slander in here, sir.
Yeah, you were doing some real bird hatred right there, Devon. You were shitting on birds.
I had to bring it in, right? We can't have a boring, nice debate the entire time. I had to be like, ableism.
Exactly.
Ableism. I mean, if you put the was here, angle too, that's also going to be worth points.
If Kara was here, she would be rolling in her chair right now. I swear.
Kara would.
She's gonna put. I hate to see what she edits in. Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm sure she will love all the ableism that Change was giving in his debate. As Change is known to do, he's known to be
I
a bit
like
controversial.
walking to me.
I like walking Sumi. I think I will.
Alrighty. So our next category. This is getting a bit more interesting. So for this category, I went on to an article of the 20 most hated jobs ever, basically, is what this article was. And I picked a few of them from that list and I put them on this wheel. You need to explain to me why this is actually a really good career opportunity. And, it is like if out of high school, people should be pursuing this career. It is a good one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Devin, you'll go first this time.
Boy.
Your
Do I get the first wheel
job?
spin, or does Change get the first?
The first
spin?
wheel spin is you. Did I do you last time? I did. Okay,
You
Change,
did.
I lied. This is for you.
fine.
Telemarketer. Can you explain to me why being a telemarketer is so good?
What is that?
Great. Like, the people that call you on your phone and ask if you want to buy their things or if you have a car extended warranty, things like that. On the phone calling people.
Ah,
Did you
Devin,
dodge?
your job is oh, nice. You got one of the best ones on the list. Animal inseminator.
Hell yeah! What's wrong with an animal inseminator?
I
don't
don't
know.
I don't recognize this job. What's
I
this
don't
blue
know.
sky? What is describe to me what that job
Oh,
entails.
so an animal
Yeah,
inseminator.
just so that we're at a good base level. You're right.
So
For
first
the
word,
audience,
animal. So animals, pretty straightforward.
woof,
And then
meow,
the
meow.
second
maybe.
word,
Yes.
let's break it down. In. Okay, so going in. Semen. Putting semen into
Votes, yes.
animal. Basically is what that means.
Oh,
I
that
don't know
sounds
how
like a
you're gonna
perfectly
go
good
about
job.
that. People go about it different ways, but some might be more fun than others. That's up to Devin to tell me. I don't know much
Certainly
about
in a
it.
perfectly legal manner.
Exactly. I mean, it's a job. It's got to be a legal
You're getting paid
job.
for it too.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're all ready to begin then. Clearly. We all
Yeah,
know what it
totally.
is.
All right, Devin, you're up. Go ahead.
Let me know. All
Time is
right.
going.
Hello, young potential, career seeking person. I'm here to tell you about a interesting job opportunity that it's basically impregnating animals. We're going to inseminate them. And I know what you're thinking. Do I have to do it? And the answer is both yes and no. You do not have to impregnate them, but you do have to impregnate them. And I know what you're thinking. That sounds weird. Well, you're probably weird, let's be honest. This is a very high-paying job. In case you didn't know, some good horse semen goes for about several thousand or tens of thousands of dollars. People pay a lot of money to perfectly breed their animals into the exact specifications that they want. And your job is to be the easy middleman that facilitates that. You don't really have to deal with the after or the before of the animal. You just have to deal with the right now. And you do it for big bucks, big moolah bucks. Sometimes they're going to provide you with what they want, and they just need your skill set to do it for them. Sometimes, you're going to have the semen that they would like, and you're gonna just pump it right in there, and you're gonna make big bucks for doing it. Half of you are weirdos anyway. You're probably furries or some weird shit anyway. So this should be nothing. Just think of it as like a fun puzzle that you get to do at work. Different animals' anatomies and stuff. You get to see all these interesting animals. You can pet them. You can interact with them. You can play with them a little bit, and then you inseminate them. But you still get to have the fun before and after, and make lots of money.
All right. That was almost done. You had about 5 seconds left, but we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Close.
Pretty
You
good.
can't get it right all the time.
No.
All right. Change. You are up. Why is telemarketer a great job? Go ahead.
I'm going to introduce you to a little scenario, a situation, a show called The Office. Do you want to live that dream? Do you want to have that fantasy? Do you want to be Jim? and you need to sign up to be a telemarketer, my friend. Think about it. They're not the people that are doing the scam calls or anything like that. These are people who have a service that or product they wish to provide to you. That they do all the hassle of reaching out and calling to you to make sure that you can get it. And it's not forceful. You can say no, you can help, you can ask them to get off your lists. Are they knocking down on your door at awkward hours? No. This is the evolution. This is the evolution of a service to be more considerate to your time and your comfort. And hey, if you're the one who's doing it, guess what? You have all the opportunity in the world to practice both your closing, your social skills, your communication, your persuasion. Do you know how useful persuasion is in your day-to-day life? You'll be thanking this job even just 2 to 3 years. And it's a job that almost anyone can get, so you don't have to worry too much about the skill level. Skill level will only go higher as you continue to work. And some days, throw in the towel. Not a lot of folks are going to pick up, and when the ones you do, you only have to make a certain amount of sales. So sometimes explore a bit, have a little fun with the conversation. Most of the time, having that fun will make it easier to establish a personal connection with that person. Who knows? Make it soft tacos later. I think I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Change, really good. I really enjoyed that one. That was fun. But I won't give it away too much points. All right, Devin, you are up for your rebuttal. Go ahead. You are ready. Go.
Let's be honest. Everybody fucking hates telemarketers. They are the most annoying people ever. They call you at the most inconvenient times. You're at work. You get a little ring. Your phone is actually designed to tell you when it's a telemarketer so that you can reject that motherfucker even quicker. Because let's be honest. Fuck telemarketers. They're so annoying. There's no way of knowing when it's real or a scam. What service are they offering me? I don't want to fucking know. Fuck them. I don't like them. And also, let's be honest. Can you deal with that much rejection? No, but you can deal with a puppy or a dog or a horse. They're fun. I rest my case.
All right, thank you. Alrighty, Change. I need you to one up that. Go ahead. The time's starting now.
Goat fuckers. Is that what you want to be called for the rest of your life? Goat fucker? It doesn't matter the level of clinicalness you do it.
Yes.
The second someone says what your job is, the thought enters your head. Be honest. It entered your head too when you heard it, when he landed on his role. There's an inescapable shadow that will be claimed on you in a way that is more insultive than any sort of telemarketer. Telemarketers come and go. We all have to do a minimum wage job or a lower level job in our few years. We're beyond that. We get the skills we move forward. But animal inseminator, that's something you have to study for. You have to say you go to college for that. And what is that going to mean for your friends, your family, your parents? What are they all going to say about that? Maybe they'll not say much. But to be honest, it's what they're going to think that's going to hurt the most.
They're going to say 50K horse semen. Let's go, baby.
All right, that is the time. That was good. Great job. I liked both of you guys' arguments. This is a close one. I gotta say it was close. But only one person can win the debate. Who knows who?
Who knows?
You know. Then we actually know. Let's debate who knows. I think that Sky knows exactly who won.
What?
I agree with this.
No.
Wait, am I supposed to take the opposite side?
No. We can. Part of a good debate, like I said, is to you got to have a middle ground.
That's
true.
Right.
True. we gotta agree a little bit. You gotta give your opponent just a little bit of grace so that you can say fuck telemarketing.
I believe Sky knows who won, but I would argue that it was Devin who won here today. Why? Because he debates casually in his free time. And secondly, I don't rebuttal very often.
He's got a really good debate skill.
That is true. I love in the presidential debate when they were like, fuck telemarketers, and everyone started clapping.
Yeah. Also, yes, number three, I got telemarketers. You got animal.
Animal fuckers versus telemarketers. Which one would you take?
Who would you rather
show how
be?
fucked I was, truly.
Okay.
Let the record state that none of my employees or coworkers have ever, as far as I'm aware, fucked an animal.
Allegedly.
Important clarification. Very important.
You're just saying that there's no proof. Sorry, I had a little tick in my throat.
So proof you've not fucked an animal, Change?
Whoa.
No, I'm not an animal fucker. I'm not. That's not my job. You've heard no.
That is
so you
true.
do it. So you do it
Devin,
as a
you're the
hobby.
animal fucker.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
a lot
So you
less.
do it as a
There's a lot less
hobby then.
circumstances in my life that would lead me to do that.
But there's not zero, is what you're saying. You're saying there's less, but not zero. That's interesting.
Debatable.
I
That's
will say
interesting.
that you broadcast yourself as not being human, but rather being a changeling of taking many forms. That does lead me to believe that maybe
I'm pretty
there's a
sure that
reason.
Loki fucks
then I
some
can't be
animals. I
classified
think
the way
there's
that
a
Yeah.
whole.
can be. Why am I
Well,
better at
no,
debate
but
now?
you could still be a goat. You can still be a goat fucker just because you were a goat when you fucked the other goat. Is
You're still a
not
goat fucker.
you're still a goat fucker.
In a valid term for humans and applied on an inscrutable creature.
Well, okay, so a term itself doesn't really matter what you apply it to. It would just be like the standard of normalcy, but it's still the same term.
The stable and
You know, it is normal for goats to fuck other goats.
Yeah.
But
standard
they're
of-
still goat fuckers.
Yeah. Oh, I was just saying the standard of normalcy between a human and the Fey realm is pretty definitively different.
Yeah. So, like, you probably
That's
fuck
true.
like a sunflower or some shit, you know?
Yeah,
The
that
Fae
would
do be
probably.
doing that.
I could fucking vibe with that. Yeah.
The Fae love fucking for sure.
They
Oh,
do.
Yeah, I'm not just
Loki out
clarifying.
here
Not a
fucking.
satyr.
Well, if you are a
He's got
satyr, I
standards.
mean, is it okay to? Let's not debate that.
No,
If,
no,
look,
it's
if I was a
probably not.
oh, wait, oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
You can only choose the top or the bottom half, but not both.
Well, it's the bottom half that's the most. Let's not debate it.
Yeah, let's just not debate it. Let's move on to the next
Kara,
category, the
who's
final one.
editing this, is just like, Jesus Christ, this is what happens when I'm gone.
Kara, next time you know, we're talking.
Ableism, and then now we're talking about what's it called?
Bestiality?
Bestiality.
You guys told me I should show up on the internet, but then you invited me to this, so welcome to the consequences.
We invited you for a specific reason, Change. It's your ability to
For-
fuck animals and get away with it.
Most important quality, definitely. All right, let's move on. Next category, guys. So the final category too is crimes.
One more.
These are a list of crimes that I have here. I need you to explain to me why this crime should be legal. It should not be illegal. You should be allowed to do it. I need
Is
you
weed
to
on this?
explain that to me. Okay? Is what on here?
Weed, because that's illegal in some states.
No. There's no weed on here. It is other things.
Baby
Worry not. There are no horrific crimes on this list. Do not worry about that. We do not need to debate that. These are more crimes that I feel
Crimes
like you
of
could
passion.
give me a reason. You know, crimes of passion, of making money, different things of that nature. So, I think who went first last time on the wheel? Was it Devin?
I
It
went
was
first on
Change.
the wheel last time.
Okay, so Devin's first up on the wheel. So,
Mhm,
Devin.
mhm.
your crime that you need to argue is okay. Vandalism. You need to explain to me why vandalism should be allowed. Okay?
Light work.
Light work. Easy.
Light
No
work.
word. No reaction. All right.
Gulp.
Change.
My reaction to that.
That's a good one. Your thing is bootlegging. You need to explain to me why bootlegging should be allowed.
Let me just double check.
Do you know what bootlegging is?
Welcome to me. I don't know your human things. Oh, it is just okay. So it's not just video games. Okay.
Yep, bootlegging is, I believe it's like sale of alcohol, the illegal sale of alcohol, or just the sale of goods.
It's the illegal sale of goods, I believe. In
Most
general,
famously alcoholic beverages. Okay,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
not too hard.
But you know,
of a
people
thing to
that like
argue.
bootleg DVDs, you know, you've probably heard
Yeah.
that term. You know,
I watched
make a bunch of copies.
JonTron's bootleg episode. That's like my only knowledge of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I
Pretty
think Change is up on.
Gulp.
Oh wait, yeah,
Yep,
I'm going
Yep,
first.
changes first. Yep.
All right, Change, you are up. Your timer is starting now.
I smell profit. Look, everybody's got to eat, right? Everybody's got to make a living. And so many of our lives, we don't learn about the career options that are before us when we are still young and growing. But and this causes a lot of people to be put into jobs that dead end jobs that they can never really get out of. Great thing about bootlegging is that it's an opportunity that anyone could find in theory, as long as they find the right people or simply try. There's a certain risk involved, of course, but that's only so risk as it is illegal. Otherwise, are we not I'm sorry, let me try this one more time. Are we not a capitalistic society? Are we not in the philosophy that anyone who has a good or a service should allow to exchange that service for other terms or compensation? Is this not America/Canada, where we believe in the holiness of the dollar? Why are we forbidden or limited the practices of innovation, of progress, of creativity and art inspired from others? To deny it simply because those who are in power want all the money to themselves? That's truly what I believe is happening here. If nothing else, let me leave you with this. How many good shows, how many good culture, opportunity, lifestyle happened in the era that which America prohibited alcohol? See, in the prohibition of laws and these things, we only grew richer as a people. If we release them, that richness shall be spread to all, to any individual, without fear of ostracization or oppression.
Damn, that, you still have about 20 seconds left. Anything else you want to tell me? Or you're cutting it off there?
Dude, we get so many cool extra video games of stuff.
All right. Yeah, that's a good argument. Okay, thank you. All right, Devon, you're up. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go.
I think my opponent might have got a little passionate and confused at what he was supposed to be selling, but that's okay because I think that part of what he said was correct, and I'm actually going to piggyback off of him a little bit. Piggyback. I think that art deserves to be free, and calling the spreading of art to random locations vandalism is not exactly fair. A lot of times you'll go through a small city and you'll see these beautiful murals of artwork. Well, someone had to get paid to do that. But the people who vandalize are willing to do it for free. We're willing to spread our art and put it where we think it belongs to cover up some of the ugliness of the capitalistic world, right? Yeah, let's be honest. We want the free things, the cheaper things. We want to spread those bootleg DVDs so that you can actually watch a show without a Netflix subscription. That's something that we want. We also don't want to see corporate America spit on our fucking artwork. We want to see a little bit more vandalization of the system and a little bit freedom of the people. We want to see beautiful artwork everywhere that we can slap that paint. Or we want to tear down those monuments to racism and ableism and capitalistic greed. We want to be able to destroy those things and put up beautiful artwork for the people in their places. And that's something that we should all be able to agree on. Why are we making art illegal? Right? We shouldn't. We should make art free. So therefore, I'm going to vandalize this podcast building. And I'm gonna I'm gonna vandalize
the building we definitely own and operate in.
Yes. The hypothetical building, because art should be free.
All right, that's time.
Perfect.
Great job. You're so good at that. Oh God. Change. All right, your rebuttal. He shit on you a little bit there. I need you to.
No, I didn't
shit on him.
I helped him. I helped him a little bit.
He helped you a little, then kind of shit on you halfway. It was a mixed bag. It was a mixed
I'll
bag.
be honest. I offer no shitting on vandalism. I'd agree. Freedom, liberty, expression, choice. Should we not have the access to all of these things?
Hell yeah.
We are bound in a pool of ocean water where we should have the whole sea. The cement of laws deny us from the fullness of the ocean. I think we should have the opportunity to pick and choose. I think we should have the opportunity to take the quality we have and have options of levels. Buy the high quality Netflix we want, or buy the product that someone made in the back of their van, because that is something that they worked on and that is something that we can afford. I believe we should destruct all laws. I believe we should accept the very ideals which guide us. They're the only tenets we need to follow.
Maybe not.
Viva la revolution.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Let's do it.
That very nice. Thank you for that.
You had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah, you had me in the first half. All right, Devon, you're up. I need your rebuttal for that.
Wait, am I rebuttaling again?
Oh wait, did you already rebuttal?
No. Restart
on
my
the
timer.
rebuttal.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm
Restart my
restarting
timer.
the timer. Okay.
I'm rebuttaling now.
All right, go.
My opponent again might be a little lost in what his message is, but he's mostly correct. Art should be free, and art adjacent things maybe, but maybe not all crime should be legal. But let's keep it kind of close to the chest here. We want some laws. But yeah, art, bootlegging is just really art. It's really just vandalism of corporate greed at Netflix. So I think that honestly, my opponent's arguing for me, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate his efforts at spreading that vandalism in all its forms should be legal.
All right. Is that the end of your argument? You have 10 seconds. You gotta want to put something in right there?
Yeah, man, fuck the government. Mostly, sometimes.
All right, thank you. We definitely needed to add that on. Sure, I'll let you add something.
Did you know the origin of bootleg came from the practice of smuggling illicit substance in the legs of tall boots?
I did not know that.
End
That's
of conversation.
You right?
That's funny. I imagine like the boots
Pulling
from
out a full
SpongeBob.
Jack Daniels bottle.
Oh yeah.
You know when he
And
has
they had
like
Jack Daniels in
really big boots.
You just pull out a full Jack Daniels bottle out of your boot.
Best part of waking up is Folgers in your shoe.
Ew.
Best part of waking up is
You want
using
some
your
foot
shoe as a
coffee?
cup.
Yummy.
It's bitter in two different ways.
Well, better get to inseminating all those animals.
Nice
What a
cup,
character we
Joe.
created.
Cup of foot.
More like
foot
toe. Oh,
Whoa!
Ooh, all right. Please
stop.
remove.
I will stop.
Wait, hold
All
on.
right. Yes. Oh, thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Okay, so are you guys ready? I realized kind of in the beginning I was just throwing points all around, so I have a lot of points here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We like high point games.
I started
New
slowing
record.
down towards the end, but in the very beginning I gave a lot of points. So I'm gonna read down the list, each of you guys' points and what they correspond to. So, Devin, you got a slop point for calling something slop. I like that. I thought that was fun. Auntie Maid point. I appreciated, saying auntie. I thought that was fun. An atheism point. Point for atheism. We love that around here.
Okay.
A half-baked point. You called Chick-fil-A half-baked. I thought that was nice. Dark secrets. A point for that as well. And then you got a point because I think you won the fast food category. So you got a point for that as well.
That's because I've listened to Distractable and they have sponsorships from Panda Express and they talk about and the commercials are always like aunties don't know how to show affection, so they have one simple question: have you eaten yet? I was gonna do that, but I couldn't remember the words at the time. That's the Panda Express thing.
I didn't even know that.
If I would have just not argued if you did that first.
All right, you got a point for caring about whether or not people had working legs. I thought that was important. You got a point for diverse crafting. I thought that was pretty good thing to argue. And then you had -1 for a bird hater. I gave you -1 for that. I like birds.
All right, okay.
You got a point for manhandling. Don't remember exactly the
You
term.
can manhandle the trains, but you can't manhandle the birds.
You got impregnating point.
Okay, this is part of.
Let's go.
A Simon point, because instead of calling semen, you said Simon. I thought that was funny. Then you had a -1 point for hating on our listeners, the people listening to the podcast. I got -1 for that. I can't take that here, but that's okay. Because
hey, random person on the internet, I love you.
Watcher supremacy. They can watch the GIF.
And then you had a point for spam calls, for basically saying how our phone tells us that telemarketers are calling so we can hang up on them. You got a fuck 'em point. You won the job category, so you got a point for that. You got a point for free art. You got a point for ugly capitalistic world. And then you got one more point for hating on Netflix. I like that.
Let's go.
That was fun. That's all your points. That is,
go fucker.
Tally them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 1, so back to 7. 8, 9, 10, minus 1, so back to 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 points for Devin. Pretty good, I
Devin
think.
the
Pretty
debater.
good.
Devin the debater.
Devin the debater.
A
Double
master
D.
debater.
Double D over here. All
My-
right,
my
Change.
Beautiful withers with breasts. Mm-hmm.
Change. You got a -1 point off the rip. For using an article, for just kind of reading off of an article for your Chick-fil-A thing. I
Okay.
gave you -1 for that.
I thought they were pretty fun facts for sure.
But then you got a point for da pickle, because I thought that was funny that you said that. Da pickle. You got a secret point. We have a lot of secrets in the beginning. I like that. You got a point for saying chicken is akin to the Lord.
Amen.
Amen. And then you
All
got
right.
a darling point.
Why were we very
called us
religious in the
darling.
first half?
Because of Chick-fil-A.
That's how it always goes.
All right.
You got a point for life forms. I don't really know why, but you got a point for that. And then I also gave you a point for ableism. Not minus. I gave you a point for ableism. I thought
Okay.
I just
Yeah,
thought
would
it
be
was funny.
unhappy with that one.
I just thought it was funny. I award points if it's funny.
I like walking. If you
You
can,
really like
you
walking.
should.
Facts.
You
He's speeding facts.
got a point for winning the hobby category. I thought you did good there. Maybe I'm a little biased because I like birds and Devin hated on them, but I got you. You got a point for that. You got a point for mentioning The Office. Good show. Good show. You got a point for persuasion proficiency. That was a pretty good thing to talk about. You got a point for soft tacos. You got a point for goat fucker. You got a point for parents' judgment.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one exactly.
It's because I said that
You
if you
talked
don't
about the
fuck, your parents will
family.
judge you. Yeah, everyone's gonna judge you. The first thought they're gonna come is gonna come to your
for
head.
being a goat fucker.
Yeah.
Yes. You got a point for saying profit.
It's a reference to something.
Yes. You got a point for saying America/Canada. You got a point for saying a pool of ocean water when we should have the whole sea. I thought that was bars, bro. I gave you two points for that, actually.
Wow.
2 points for that line. That was a good line. I gave you a point for anarchy, and then I gave you a point for winning the crime category. You had a lot of passion there, and it convinced me that bootlegging should be allowed. And also, Devin kind of was like supporting you in a way, so I was like, well,
I hated on him so much. I wanted to give him my support on one of the rounds.
I argued yes to everything, really.
So we have a -1, and then 1 point bringing you up to 0. Then 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points to Change, beating Devin by 2 whole points. Change, how do you feel?
Well, fuck. Honestly, I'm having to pivot with what I had planned because we have less people. So we're gonna see how next episode goes. I guess.
I'm sure it'll be great. Change is so good. Do you have a winner's speech? We didn't do that, but maybe it's important. You got a speech to give for being a winner?
Don't believe yourself to be a small pond when you could be a much larger lake if you only let the rain flow to you. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was not as good.
And then I went and then we went to
do you ever want to dream if you could
dedicated wham.
Hey, you know what? I surprised myself, and that's a small victory. How about that?
That would have been a good answer. Yeah.
That's a good one.
How much dedicated wham do you need for the Minecraft server?
I have a speech impediment.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Devin, What do you have to say about losing? Devon the Debater, Double D, you lost the debate episode.
You know, you can't win every debate, and it's really about giving your opponent a little bit of grace. And I think I did that today. And so I'd like to say that I claimed the win in the support category. I
The
equally
people's
hated
champion.
and helped my opponent. I stand by the arguments that I made. Fuck birds. Fuck telemarketers. And vandalism is art.
Vandalism
And
is-
sometimes you lose, and clearly hating birds and helping my opponent might have cost me the win. But that's because the host was biased, and I should blame them instead of me and my own failures.
I am the host. I can do whatever I want. I can be biased if I want to be. Thank you.
I didn't say you couldn't be. I just said
Fair
that
enough.
affected my ability to win.
Now here's
See how defensive
That is
the host
true.
is getting? That's because they knew that this was rigged against me from my opponents. They're rigging. No, I'm just kidding.
interesting thing. Is there not a leader or politician who's not corrupt? Is anyone in power free of sin?
That is a philosophical / moral question that our listeners should debate on their own.
Yeah, we don't have time to get into that. Anyway, it was a good game. I gave him a digital handshake at the beginning, and I'll give him a digital handshake at the end. Good game, sir.
I mime it with my arm, yes.
All righty. Well, I think that is the end of this episode. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you had fun. I hope that we didn't offend you too much, because Kara's not here to hold us down and, suppress us and our words that we want to say to the public.
She's the
Viva la Revolution!
Basically.
Yes, Viva la Revolution from the oppressor that is Kara. So that is the end of the episode. We will all talk to you later. Bye-bye.